Okie dokie. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm still kind of trying to figure out how we could possibly get Vaporwave to play without me initially downloading it, because otherwise we're going to be sitting here for just a second. I tried to do the window capture thing again. Didn't quite work. I didn't get any video signal from it on OBS. So what I think we're going to have to do is we're going to have to just do a desktop capture, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think. I shouldn't need to watch any videos, because the reason we weren't able to do that in the past is because I was watching videos on 365 Data Science and I didn't want to, put their content out there for free, because that would be rude. But I don't think, I haven't been using the sound on YouTube for anything other than music during these streams for a hot second, so we should be okay, right? We should be able to just capture the desktop audio, you think? Yeah? Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, let's give it a try, right? Couldn't hurt to try. Let's see. Alright, so audio output capture. And I guess we just go with desktop audio. Okay. So, also, I was told my gain is too high, and that's why everything was so grainy last time. So, let's just turn this knob a little bit. Just keep turning it. I should see a difference right here. Not gonna lie, no idea. That's kind of what I'm saying. Can you at least give me a sound check and make sure that my voice isn't terrible and grainy? I hope. Unhide all, okay. So I am gonna start playing something from the, where'd it go? I just had it pulled up. No! No! I just had it! I'm so upsetty spaghetti. Did I close it? That sounds like a dumbass thing Ace would do. That sounds like the most dumbass thing Ace would do. Let's see. Let me just, yep. Okay. Alright. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Because it's not that big of a deal. It's fine. The reason why I logged into a different Google account on a different window... Fuck, it's gonna have me enter my password again. Last year I went through that whole thing of oh my god, I need to change all of my passwords. So I ended up going through a few different variants of all different kinds of passwords, and now all of my shit has different passwords, so I can't remember which one has what. Alright. Google wants to make sure it's really you. Open the Gmail app on the iPhone. It has to be on my iPhone? It has to be on my iPhone? Are you sure? What if I hit Gmail, on my laptop somewhere over here? Oh, Jesus. Which one of you was that? Sophie? Chubby? I didn't see. Are you okay? Alright. Here we go. Google account was recovered successfully. That's not the one. Okay. It's not like I literally just went through this whole song and dance and you were like, oh yeah, that's right, you're gonna go. Come on, Google. I appreciate what you're doing here. I see it. I understand. We just fucking did this. Okay, we're just gonna... put the link in. The reason why I'm signing in under a different account is because I have YouTube Premium on my personal account, but not on my like work account, which this is my work account. What you're viewing right now is my work account. So let's get this playing, and hopefully without any ads. Okay, how are we doing? I've lost you guys. Where are you? We don't need this tab anymore. Here we are. You just turned it up, I think. Hello? Yeah, you def turned your gain up. It was the cat currently in the basket. Oh! Oh, shit. Okay. So, hold up. Oh, fuck. Okay. If I turn it down like this, is that better? How far down does it need to be? Is this down enough? Is this down enough? Is this down enough? It's all the way on one side, so I don't know if it's all the way down or all the way up. I don't understand what I'm doing. I don't understand. Okay. Anyway, let's... There we go. There's the other tab. Okay. I can hear that music. Can you guys? I'm not seeing anything in OBS that would... Oh, I have to cut into this. Ha! Ha! I am so dumb. Okay, hold up. Audio output capture. Add existing. Desktop audio. Okay. No, I don't want you to play right now, please. Cut. Play. Nothing. Nothing. Come on, OBS. Come on! Device not connected or available. But you know... Oh, okay, hold up. Okay. Can you guys hear that now? Maybe I just need to cut in. Oh? Oh? Can you hear... Can you hear what little bits there are? I guess this is like really quiet for you guys though, isn't it? It's really loud for me though. Like if I turn this up so you guys can hear it, it's basically gonna be blaring out my eardrums. Can you even hear this right now? Is this something you guys can hear? Not me, just having a panic. Start talking, good, it's all good. Nope, cursed stream. It is a cursed stream, I hate it here. Okay, let me just turn it up to 100 then, I guess. Can you hear it yet? Let me know when you can hear it. It's very loud for me. I can barely hear it, not gonna lie. Okay, what if I pull it all the way up there? Anything? Can you hear it yet? I can't even hear myself think. Ah! I can hear it just fine. Okay. What do you mean by just fine? Anything? Are you guys... Can you hear it? Is it good? Can you hear me speak over it? That's the other question. It's good. Okay. Can you hear me and also hear this? We might not play this while I talk because I genuinely cannot hear myself over the sound of this music. And this is like as gentle as it's gonna get. It gets pretty up there. It's good, Darby says. Hi Darby, it's good to see you. I mean, turn it down, I can play my own music, lol. You're of course welcome to do that. Like, in the actual Pomo sessions, take care of your ears, Ace. Turn it down a wee bit. Okay. Let's keep that up here and turn this down. Okay. How are you guys over there? Is that better? I don't know if that actually turned it down. That turned it down in my ears, so I'm gonna assume. Also, I need to see live chat, please. Yeah? So? Yes? No? Yay? Nay? Yes, music is a bit loud though. Okay, still? Wow, really? Okay, how about now? Much better. Okay. Okay. So it's probably, it just hadn't quite ramped up to a point. Perfect. Well, I just turned it down and there's lag on the stream. I'll set it, this is what it's at 46. 46 numbers. Volume control. Alright. So, let's go ahead and do a quick scoreboard update. So I'm gonna turn it down just a smidgen, so that way we can look-see-do what this-see-do. Okay, I need to copy this music setting and paste it onto my... Let's remove that. Yes, I am sure I would like to remove that. And we're gonna paste. And we're gonna set this up for the scoreboard, because I'm very excited to show this to you guys. We're gonna cut. Boop. That shouldn't have done anything to the sound. Let me know if it did. Let me see. You guys are still chilling. Okay, cool. So we got all hundreds yesterday. We're behind today because we had an hour drop off from last week on Friday when I started with Lonely Octopus. So if I get an hour done today, we're at all hundreds again, baby! Which I'm pretty excited about. Like, look at this graph. Look at this beautiful graph. Look at all this productivity. Big fan. Very happy about it. I'm honestly, like, super flabbergasted that I've managed to, like, actually keep up with this. And yeah, it hasn't even been 2 weeks. I know, I hear you. But, like, I think this warrants some hype, honestly. I don't think I've seen anybody track their own personal goals this way. And I think I kind of just, like, broke the game. At least for myself. I hope so, at least. Anyway, alright, so we're definitely going to start with an hour of Lonely Octopus, which is... it might take me a second to get into a flow state for Lonely Octopus, so I'm thinking we might just start out with a 50, and then another 50. See if the Vaporwave will do its magic work. We should have enough Vaporwave on here. Here, I'll give you a peek behind the curtain. This is what we're looking at. And I will get this posted in the group chat, and I'll also put the link in the description. But Sagittarius V, their entire discography is free to use with credit. And then Dan Mason is someone who I just discovered today. I'm a big fan of these two that we heard. A lot of his stuff is a lot of very it's one of those tragic artists kind of things where it's like, this is good stuff. I appreciate the poetry behind it. I appreciate the messaging behind it. But it's not exactly something I feel super comfortable putting on stream, personally. That being said, a lot of his work still is pretty damn pog. So, very happy about that. We can still listen to some of his stuff. And then these three are just kind of one-offs that I found while looking around. Techno X seems to have a lot of royalty-free stuff. And then there was another one that I forgot to add to this playlist, but that's fine. So this should be enough to last us at least one 50-minute Pomo. Because this is 50 minutes here-ish. So long as we, buckle down and get to it. So, we will minimize that. And we will cut into scene. What are your guys' thoughts? Do we want to do a 50? Do we want to start with a 25? I could start with a 25, honestly, and just kind of get warmed up for Lonely Octopus. Honestly, if I'm going to have a burner Pomo, I would rather it be a 25. And then try to get into the flow state. I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you guys are feeling. Are we thinking 25? Are we thinking 50? What are your thoughts? This is leftover from yesterday. Poured myself a glass of water today instead of using a leftover Gatorade bottle. Somehow water tastes better from a clean glass. Oh, babies. I need to get me, like, a vaporwave setup, you know? Like, that would be pretty freaking cool to have the vaporwave setup for study nights on Fridays. Big fan of that idea. Ace of the future, make it happen. Ace of the future might or might not see this until a year later. Israel says, I'm down with either. Okay, well, we've got dice, so let's just use our dice. What are we thinking? Evens 25s? Odds 50s? Yeah. I mean, it's arbitrary, so it doesn't really matter. That's a 12, so that's an even, which means a 25. That's what I just said, right? Yes. Pretty sure. Yes. 25. 25 it is. Now, I know that this first album is, like, really kind of atmospheric, and for me that actually does kind of sometimes up my anxiety. I should be okay, because I listened to this earlier, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't, like, extra scary stuff in the distance like some atmospheric stuff is. This is kind of more just, like, empty abyss of space, which, okay. I see it. I appreciate it. Here's that link, by the way, to that playlist, and we're gonna edit the description while we're here. Let's see. I need to start actually updating my description every single study session, so that way I can stop just saying today I'm gonna do my best and start actually deciding what I'm gonna do. Happy Vaporwave Friday. We're listening to various artists found on this playlist. Alright, cool. Short, sweet, simple does the trick. So, okay. Well, in that case, let's start with a 25. And that should pull us through the end of this album and into the beginning of the next album, which I do really like the album after this. I'm kind of regretting listening to all of this same music earlier today. I should have just been like, yep, this album's good, carry on. But at the same time, I'm kind of proud of myself for not doing that, because otherwise I wouldn't have. It's Friday. Okay. Cool. 25, let's do it, yeah? Oh, hold up. I gotta get this pulled up. Alright. I will see you guys in 25. Okay. So I just hit my flow state. I also realized that I never turned the music up for you guys. I'm gonna turn that down just a smidgen more. Actually, let's go ahead and just pause the music for a second so that way I don't talk over this absolute banger of a track. Scooch that back to the beginning of that track. What do you guys think so far? I was really impressed when I found this. I was like, damn, okay, I see you. Hello, glad I could make it. I'm glad you made it too. Welcome to the stream. I'm happy to see you. That was definitely a burner Pomo for me. Like, I was all out of sorts. I was like, man, I don't know where lotion is. I don't know where, like, half the stuff is. I spent, like, 5 minutes just getting all of my windows organized, because I've got, like, 6 of those open right now. It sounds good. Yay! I'm glad. I'm glad. I have really enjoyed listening to Vaporwave. I think Vaporwave Fridays is definitely going to be a thing going forward, because it's so damn good. And there's a lot of Vaporwave artists out there. Like, I was a little depresso when I realized that artist we were listening to last week is an anti-vaxxer. Because, like, I genuinely liked their stuff. But there's also, it felt like they were going to be the only option other than a few random one-offs. But now that I've done a little bit of research and I've taken some time to look into it, there's a lot of Vaporwave artists out there that are like, yeah, no, my stuff is all free to use. Just use it. Just have fun. Go out there. Prosper. And I don't know, I really appreciate that. Especially because, like, Vaporwave artists, they use a lot of, like, sampled sound bites, you know what I mean? It's all very transformative when it comes to Vaporwave, and that's just briefly what I've read, right? Like, I'm not super deep into the Vaporwave culture yet. Maybe I will be, maybe I won't be, I don't know. I'm already turning into, like, I'm slowly turning into a Vaporwave douchebag, I swear to God. We should start a timer, so I don't sit here and end up, like, gabbing for 30 minutes. But, like, Sagittarius V here, the person that we're listening to, has, like, an entire story that follows through their 3 albums, and I'm like, man, this speaks to me. I get it. And, like, it's very abstract. Like, it's not a set story, right? Like, it's a story told through a soundscape, and I'm getting emotional about it, and I don't understand. I'm like, wow, this guy went to space! Like, it's good stuff, though! Like, it's so good! Okay. Alright. There's the timer, so you guys don't have to listen to me speak for longer than you're entitled to. Longer than you're encouraged to. Obligated, I think is the word that I'm looking for. I found it, finally. Chubby's over here being super cute. I am a little frustrated that this setup now blocks me from seeing Chubby. We might move the camera around. Let's go ahead and move the camera. I liked having it at the angle because it felt like my chin didn't look as bad. But honestly, if it comes down to showing my chin and Chubby at the same time, or not showing either, I would rather show Chubby. He's just so stinking cute! Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, buddy. I gotta give them their treats later. Someone remind me at the end of the stream to give them treats. Oh, are you stimulated? Are you stimmy? I'm sorry, buddy. Oh. He's so cute. Okay. Is this a little bit better? I feel like it's twisted too much. Oh, well, I preferred the entitled better. You are entitled to listen to me. Let's do that. See, I still want to, like, move here. This, I think, is a little bit more doable for me, though. I can probably manage this. This just feels weird because it's still off. Hold on. Yes, gotta clock out for lunch in 30 minutes. Wait, so you gotta clock out to go to lunch. So in 30 minutes you'll be on lunch? Yes? I imagine? I am not sure if I fully understand. Someday I'm gonna put like spike tape on the carpet or something. I don't know if I like this. This feels like so, I don't know, everything's kind of off. Yep. Okay, cool. Neat. That's pretty neat. Like, I feel like, yeah. Habba. Okay, hold up. Let's see if I can work some magic here. So we need stuff to go. A little bit better. It's off center. It's rotated slightly. It's just. Okay. We still kind of run into the issue of Chubby being behind me. Also, this lighting is like super weird. This is still, like, somewhat seeable, especially if I'm leaning forward, which I tend to do. I don't know. Buddy, why are you in such an awkward spot? Why couldn't you just take the basket? Sophie would share. It was your basket for so long, and you said, no, not gonna do it anymore. Like, I'm glad you like your pillow. But, buddy, we had something good going. You and your basket, like, it was a good combination. It was like Oreos and McFlurries. God, he's so stinking cute. He's so cute. Look at this fucking cat. Goddamn, Chubbs, you're adorable. Okay, where are you guys? I've lost the chat. There it is. Okay. No, nobody said anything. See, I think he finds it very strange because I put on some lotion that I don't think he fully recognizes yet because I don't really use it all that often. So he was very concerned when I started to pet him. He looks princely in his pillow. He does look very princely. Like, he looks very comfortable and, like, very kind of, you know, oh, yes, I am in charge of the Royal Army. That kind of thing. Oh, did that get your attention, Chubby? That get your attention, bud? I'm sorry, we haven't watched Justice League in a little bit. I've been busy and tired. Okay. Timer says let's go, so let's go. I'm feeling the 50. I don't know how long we're gonna go tonight. We did a very long stream yesterday, like longer than we've done in a hot second. Haha. Yeah. Suzumiya says, haha. I probably should start saying people's names, so that way when people watch through these streams later, they're not just like, why is that person saying random things? Suzumiya sent the laughing block emoji. I guess the ice cream machine had to break. Alright, Suzumiya says let's go, so let's go. Alright. You're killing me, Israel, as always. Alright, 50. 50 on 50. Cypress isn't here to go 50 on 50 with Ace. I'm very sad about it. It's okay. We had a really good run yesterday, though. Like, that was a good-ass stream. Tonight's feeling pretty good, too. I'm digging it. Okay. Did we start the timer? We started the timer. Okay. See you guys in 50.
able to pick up. At this, yeah, I think we're. It's now nearly dark. And I can't believe I'm where I am. Can't
глаза весело заблестели. «Ха-ха-ха!» — замычал он, вспоминая все, что было, и его воображению представились опять все подробности, вся безвыходность его положения. И по старой девятилетней привычке потянулся рукой к золотистому месту и, заметив полосу света, пробившуюся сбоку сторону, он, весело скинув ноги,
Catch the myth.
Okay. I think we will let the end of this one play out. I hope you guys can still hear me. Hopefully. Y'all, that has been an hour. I looked up. I expected the camera to be there. It's not there. It's here now. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm kind of to the point where I'm doing like my first analysis bit of this project, if that makes sense. Like, this project is a hefty, chunky project, right? Like, this... Well, okay, I say that. I just got started, but it does legitimately look like this has a lot to explore. And I'm getting caught up in the little details in the first, like, bit of this project, of this assignment, which is fine. I knew that that's what was going to happen, which is why I'm trying to schedule more time for projects instead of learning on 365. Honestly, I want to finish one project to my liking and then move to learning from a class. And then finish that class and move back to doing a project. Yes, I can hear. Good. I am glad. And the reason for that is because I know I can get through a lesson like this, but I want to be able to spend more time doing projects because that's where the hands-on experience comes in. And yes, by the way, this track does have sirens in it. Tripped me up when I first heard it. It's fine. Alright, let's get this paused. A boop. And let's go ahead and get our handy dandy timer. Oof, it is definitely a Friday. Yeah. So it looks like we have 2 people here. I noticed that I'm not familiar with lists, so I went back to that lesson. Yeah, so lists are kind of weird for me, especially because I'm coming from VBA. In VBA, in order to, like, get something from a list, or get something from an array, or get something from a dictionary, dictionaries you can use keys to call for the item that you want. Lists, on the other hand, you have to, like, loop through them in order to get what you want. So to come into Python and have data frames and lists and dictionaries and tuples and it was a lot because I was like, I can just do this? That doesn't make sense. I have to like I did not understand. I could not conceptualize something being that fucking simple. And I'm still having problems with it. Like this function here that I've written, I even asked ChatGPT. I was like, hey, ChatGPT, this is what I'm wanting to do. This is what I'm looking at for a reference. This is what I've got. How would I do that? I agree that the lessons can go very quickly, so I'm taking notes on the Jupyter NB. Yeah, no, exactly. That's a good one. Yeah. No, I like that. Right, so I asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was like, correct, here's what I would do, and gave me like a bit of code. And then I was like, oh, right, you don't have to declare variables in Python. Do you know how weird that is for me? I'm used to having to say, dim I as interval, and then later I equals 0, and then I equals I plus 1, so that way you can get that, that loop going. I'm not used to being able to just say I equals I plus 1 as like, that's it. I'm not used to not having to close my if statements with end if. Like, that's what I do in VBA. You start your if, and then you go to your else, or you go to your else if, and you go down that line, and then you end it with an end if. Otherwise, Excel yells at you. And I don't understand why Python is yelling at me when I tell it to end if. I don't get it. It's like I have 2 different partners that want very specifically different things, and I don't know how to appease both of them at the same time because my brain does not have the capacity for that. Ah! I'm so tired. I didn't even touch VBA today. I was just in Access. Oh, so you have to learn new coding habits. I do! Do you know how much it messes me up that Python is case sensitive? Who in their right mind decided Python should be case sensitive? I want to talk. I want to have just a very civil discussion. I know it doesn't sound like it right now, but I do. Why would you do this? We were more advanced with the VBA than we are with Python being like, whoops, you put a capital letter there. Or, whoops, you forgot to capitalize this letter over here. And I hate it. I fucking hate it. VBA will just automatically capitalize for you if you need something. Unless it's in a string, in which case you can set the string up when you're doing searches to not be case sensitive. I don't understand who made this decision. Sorry. I'm sorry. I just... I want to go back to Excel. I could do all of this in Excel, I'm fairly certain. Like, I don't know anything about using VBA to make graphs, so it's not something that I've done quite yet. But, like, it can't be any harder than this. Also, like, using functions just aren't, like, they don't process right in my brain. Like, I know that you use functions as a variable. Like, you just call it to them like you would a variable. And you pass your variables into the function, so that way it just processes it like a variable and spits out your result. And I'm understanding it a little bit more. And don't get me wrong, there are functions in VBA as well, but VBA is very specifically object-oriented programming. I was asking ChatGPT about this the other day too, because I was like, I don't understand, like, what is not object-oriented programming? Because object-oriented programming sounds like what I've been doing, and apparently that's something that people have issues wrapping their brain around. I can't wrap my brain around not using object-oriented programming and only using functions. And ChatGPT was like, yes, you have been using object-oriented programming this entire time. And I'm like, it feels like I skipped a massive step, and I don't understand where or how or what I'm supposed to do or what I'm supposed to learn. I feel broken. That being said, it has been really nice having ChatGPT on the side as, like, a tutor of sorts. Like, I'm not asking it to do assignments for me at all, but it's like, hey, I don't understand this prompt in the slightest. Can you please explain what this means? Because I don't have any other, like, reference here. I just have this singular sentence as a prompt, and half the words are foreign to me. You say, Suzumiya. What is your being about? Are you judging me for being a VBA baby? It's okay, I would judge me too. See, my dad doesn't even know VBA. Like, I'm more retro than my dad. I don't understand how that fucking happened, but here we are. Like, I didn't think that I would be a programmer in the slightest, but then, like, an opportunity arose at work for me to learn how to use VBA forms in Excel to kind of do data input. And as I was working on that, I started to learn just a little bit more. I remember sitting there for the first day and getting so caught up on dynamic captions, which, yes, they are a bitch to do in VBA. I fucking hate it. You have to do, like, so much if you want anything to change. Like, I have 26 different captions on this form that could change at any given moment depending on if a check is checked or not. LOL, no, I'm scared to use ChatGPT. Oh, are you scared of AI? I understand. Like, I'm not judging you at all. That sounded really condescending when I said it out loud. That's not what I meant. I understand. I get it. I've had very, like, here, I'll pull up my conversation with ChatGPT. Maybe it'll make you just a wee bit less scared. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Here we go. Let's see. I don't want this to end up playing music. It's not going to play music because it's capturing my desktop audio. It's not going to start playing. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. So I said, I'm struggling with understanding prompts for the statistics assignment I'm working on. The prompt is calculate and plot unique values for features, and I'm not sure what they mean. I'm really far out of my scope. Can you help me out? They said, yes, I can help you with that. In statistics, a feature refers to a variable or attribute that is being analyzed. The prompt is asking you to identify all the unique values for the feature, and it kind of goes over an example and goes over what I would need to plot, and then talks about, like, yeah. Overall, the purpose of this exercise is to better understand the distribution of data in each feature and to identify any patterns or anomalies that might be present. Now, here's what I really liked about ChatGPT as I continue. Okay, gotcha. Do you think I need to do anything with standard deviation at this point, or do you think that'll come later? And it tells me a little bit about standard deviation, and it talks about how, like, I would need to look into the specific requirements from the assignment, which was really nice. Gotcha, thank you. I'll come back later with more questions. They said, you're welcome. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any more questions. I'm here to help. I said, what Python pieces would I use to find unique values in a data set? And goes over some of the code, which I already knew, but for whatever reason I was scared to try it. And ChatGPT is like, it's this simple. And I'm like, it can't be that simple. I didn't declare anything. I hate it here. So, like, normally what you would have to do is, in this module, unless you passed something, like, the variables themselves into this module, you would have to declare these variables at some point in your project. So you would do dim df as, and I guess in this case it would be as data frame, even though that's not something that exists in VBA. It would probably instead be an array. Which, now that I think about it, it probably would be really shit to try to do any kind of data processing in an array. Unless you put it on a sheet, in which case that would actually be very easy, because you could just run down a column, or you could, like, move stuff. Yeah, anyway. Pivot tables would also be very useful in this regard. Maybe we should just do a series where I tackle, like, Python projects and just do them in Excel for fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. I would enjoy that. In this example, your data set, blah, 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 blah. I said, gotcha, and the best way to graph that would be a histogram, yes. Why wouldn't I just create a histogram for the whole of the data? Now, like, these follow-up questions, that's where I found a lot of value with ChatGPT, because, like, I don't always expect to be understood when I'm asking these follow-up questions, you know? And it's not any fault of the people that I'm asking. I think that I ask questions in the wrong way. Because I never really fully feel like I understand why, you know? And I think it's also an issue of their, like, knowledge and skill set is all the way up here, like, off the camera. And mine is, like, all the way down here, off the camera. You know what I mean? So, anyway. I don't know if that helped you or made you more scared. I don't exactly know what you're scared about. Wow, interesting chat. Did you have to pay to chat? No, that was completely free. No, you do have to make an account, and they will use your data and your questions to further the AI, which is, you know, just kind of what you have to pay out for AI. Like, that's the payment, right, is your input. But yeah, no, I had a really good conversation. Honestly, it's been really useful to me, I would say. Also, ChatGPT is, like, really sweet. I asked them, they said, let me know if you have any other questions or if there's anything else I can help you with. I said, any chance you can give me some encouragement, LOL. They said, of course, learning statistics and data analysis can be challenging, but it's also a valuable and rewarding skill to have. Remember that everyone has to start somewhere, and it's okay to struggle and make mistakes along the way. The important thing is to keep pushing yourself and not give up. You're already taking the first step by seeking help and asking questions, which is a great sign. Take things one step at a time, and don't be afraid to ask for help or seek additional resources if you need them. With persistence and practice, you can become proficient in statistics and data science. You got this! Like, very sweet, like, very kind. I know that I shouldn't be, like, feeling a personal human connection to what is essentially a robot. But I don't, yeah. Like, it's hard not to feel like this is an actual expert telling me that I am eventually going to learn stuff, you know? And, like, yes, that comes from experts that I know in the real world. Yes, that comes from the people, the leaders in Lonely Octopus. Yes, I can get that any second I ask. Oh, that's so insightful. I love that, right? Like, it's so sweet! But at that point, like, when you ask these leaders, these people that you know in person, it feels like pandering, like you're asking for them to pander to you, and that's not what I want to do. Like, I don't want to be seen as that person that has to ask for encouragement. Ha! Encouragement? I'm a man. I don't need encouragement. You know, like, that little toxic bit starts circling in your head. Like, how dare you ask for encouragement? Who the hell do you think you are? And it's like, I'm a human. I just need encouragement. And, like, this conversation happens in my head, like, every day, constantly. And I'm like, you... Welcome to the Friday night stream where Ace has a mental breakdown. Alright, who's down for 25? I want to hit at least 2 hours on the stream. I want to hit 2 hours every single night. Like, I just want to start cranking that out, you know? Just, like, let's go. Let's do this. Let's just freaking do it. Let's do it! Shia LaBeouf it, you know? Yeah. So, 25... I could maybe go for a 50. I don't think I could go for a 50 and really fully focus. Again, I'm just kind of to the point where I'm analyzing, so we all need a little encouragement every day for everything. Thank you. Like it's very human to need encouragement. Like, this is a social calling, right? Like, it's a feeling that invokes a call in the hopes of getting a response, and that's what social interactions are at their base, right? Like, it feeds the human need to be social, because being social means that we survive. Like not even extroverted, just social in some way. And, like, yeah, I need that for simple things, brushing my teeth, lol, thanks for sharing. I'm happy that I can make someone feel seen. At the end of the day, that's what this YouTube channel is all about. Like, I don't know where you are. I don't know what problems you're facing. I don't know what time in which you are watching this. Everyone struggles, and today's lesson of the day is everyone struggles with the feeling that they need to be seen, even though it's a very human need, and we shouldn't feel bad about that need. Because it's a human need. It's the same as needing to eat or drink water or breathe. It's just a part of who we are, and when we have that neglected, then we have emotional needs that aren't met, and that leads to very bad cases of mental health conditions. I mean, like, obviously those mental health conditions can exist without that, but it's exasperated by the fact that we are told that you shouldn't need to seek encouragement, or whatever toxic mentalities we end up adopting from our parents, who adopted them from their parents, who adopted them from their parents, who adopted them from the Great Depression. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Let's start at 25. Capitalism has me down tonight, man. I went on, like, a whole antipsychotic rant, antipsychotic rant today. Like someone just dropped the word antipsychotics, and I just, like, eyes lit up, like, fuck antipsychotics, right there in the middle of an IHOP. Alright. Okay. 25. Sound good? There's 2 people here. Who's the other one? Israel, is it you? Israel, are you listening? Are you gonna do a 25 with me? Just gonna play with the slinky until... I still haven't actually listened to hear if you guys can hear the slinky. Earlier, Tubby made a big deep breath in. It's always really satisfying when he does that because he sounds so content when he does it. Yeah. 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 Sophie, are you wanting love? Maybe she prefers the basket because it's harder to get to her. Yes, 25. Yes, I will. Sick. Let's do it. We've still got a good amount of Vaporwave left for us. We can start... Yeah, okay. So the next one is Dan Mason Electric Elevator. This is the one that I posted about earlier. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can, like, share YouTube videos as a post, like, as a community post on YouTube, which is pretty damn cool, actually. But this one that we're about to play is the one that I shared earlier, and I'm very excited for it. It tickled my brain in all the right ways today. So, alright, without further ado, yes, I can hear Slinky. Oh, good. Is it like an ASMR hearing the Slinky, or is it like a really annoying, Ace, why the hell are you doing this? I don't need to... We're gonna do the 25. I'll see your answer later. Alright, let's do it. See you guys in 25. Okay. So, yeah. I think we're done for the night. I hope you guys have enjoyed our second Vaporwave night. I know that I have. It was a lot of fun. It was frustrating, but it was a lot of fun finding these albums, finding these artists. I feel like I've learned a lot about Vaporwave in just like the week that we've been doing this. I don't know, this has been really enjoyable for me. I've really enjoyed exploring this new genre. Like, I've been introduced to Vaporwave before. My friend introduced me to like some classic 80s Vaporwave, and I was like, that was when I was like, oh, I'm that douchebag that likes Vaporwave. And he was very confused. He was like, douchebags don't like Vaporwave? Liking Vaporwave doesn't make you a douchebag? And I'm like, no, but there's a type. There's a type out there. And like, it's that tech bro type, you know? Like, I hate that I love the aesthetic that also tech bros love. Thanks for doing this. I feel motivated to study. Good! I'm glad. I'm really happy about that. So, like, don't get me wrong, I do miss the Lonely Octopus specific, like, study groups. And I do want to get back into doing that on Mondays and Tuesdays, my days off from streaming. But I like doing this publicly because it means that, like, my brother can join in, and my dad can join in, and my sister can join in, and Cephalon can join in, and all of the people who have stuff to do that aren't in Lonely Octopus. And I don't know, I think that that's pretty cool, like, that I get to offer that to people. A lot of people that I've talked to are completely, like, they don't understand the concept, they've never heard of it, which is understandable because I hadn't either until I started watching Tina, and then I learned, oh, this is like a whole genre of stream on YouTube. I haven't really checked out many study streams other than Tina's, but a lot of them that I've seen or that I've just briefly looked at do a lot of lo-fi, and I kind of wanted to get away from that, you know? Like, I wanted to offer something different, and I think that this has been a pretty big success. I'm thinking we might do, like, an 8-bit night at some time. If you guys are interested, we'll see. Maybe we'll just have, like, 6 or 7 different themed tracks. We still gotta find some royalty-free pirate metal, as Cephalon was suggesting. So, yeah, anyway, I have to pee, and I'm tired. Vaporwave, like, some Vaporwave is very stimulating, and some Vaporwave is very relaxing. So I might make, like, specific playlists, you know? Anyway, okay. Good night. All of you stay safe. Continue to study if you want, or rest if you feel like that'll be appropriate. I will see you all next week on Wednesday for another study stream. Good night! Mwah, 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 mwah!